Most Americans today are probably feeling a little sluggish getting back to work after a 3-day weekend. But just imagine how it would feel getting back to work after a month-long weekend, because that is what's happening right now with the House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate. Today is their first day back at work following their month-long August recess, where some of them just completely disappeared from the limelight altogether. Some of them held town halls. Some of them went and helped with Hurricane Harvey. But everybody's back at work today, and they have a hell of an agenda that there is no possible way they can actually tackle. Here's a few of the things that the Republican-led House of Representatives and the Senate have to deal with now that they are back in Washington, D.C. First and foremost, one of the most important things is they have to get Hurricane Harvey relief packages passed. And while you're at it, you may as well go ahead and throw in some relief packages for Hurricane Irma, which is right around the corner, headed towards Florida at the moment. Furthermore, you've got to get some kind of budget passed so that we avoid a government shutdown. A government shutdown at this point, which unfortunately is looming because there doesn't seem to be any kind of clear reconciliation on a budget in the House of Representatives, could cost the U.S. economy hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, depending on how long said shutdown actually lasts. So we're looking at catastrophic economic impacts if these Republicans can't get their act together and pass a budget. Trump himself has said he will not sign a budget if it does not include funding for the border wall. So far the Republicans' plan has been to cut money from agencies like FEMA, who's currently working overtime in Texas and will be doing the same thing probably in Florida or wherever else Hurricane Irma hits. They want to cut $500 million from that and give it to Donald Trump for his wall. Congress can't do this, especially not at this point. And furthermore, the Republicans have proven time and time again so far this year that they can't even work with one another to get anything passed. Want an example? How about the health care bill that had to go through constant revisions because different factions within the Republican Party were fighting with one another over who could make the bill more cruel? The bottom line is this: the Republicans in D.C. right now have a hell of a lot of work to do just to keep this country going. Not even trying to enact their Republican agenda, but just to keep things functioning. And I do not trust them. Polls show the public does not trust them enough to actually get their jobs done. Because beyond all the partisan fighting in this country, there are some times when Congress has really nonpartisan, normal, everyday, keep the government functioning work that they have to do. And so far, the Republicans have been so poor at leadership that they can't even accomplish that. We're headed towards a government shutdown. It does not look like the Republicans are going to do anything to prevent that because they can't work with one another and they can't work with their sociopathic president. But that's where we're at today, folks. So I hope the Republicans got a lot of rest on their August recess, because they're going to have to put in a lot of long hours if they want to keep this country moving long enough so that we can continue functioning as a society, as an economy, and as a democracy. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see here on Ring of Fire, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. You can see the little subscribe button down there, but if you're watching it on another device where you can't see it, go to youtube.com/TheRingOfFire, hit subscribe, be notified every time we get a new video.